Those HVAC units are going to get a workout over the next couple of days. That's because the heat is going to be on. We've issued first alert weather days for Monday and Tuesday of the week ahead. That's because the heat index is going to reach about 100 degrees, if not a little bit above that. So once we start to reach that level, it's going to stay hard to stay cool. And it's going to be quick to overheat if you're spending a long period of time outside. So those are our main concerns with this heat coming up over the next couple of days. That's why we've issued these first alert weather days well in advance of the heat actually arriving. That way you're actually able to do something with that information. The heat dome spreads as far north as North Dakota, and you can see just how expansive it is on Monday. That heat stretching from the Dakotas to Indiana down into Kentucky. But you'll notice something on Tuesday. That dome, that's a little bit further to the south. We're still in the low 90s for that actual air temperature on Tuesday afternoon, but the worst of the heat is starting to shift to the south by then. So that's some good news. Temperatures locally, here's what they're looking like over the next 24 to 48 hours. You wake up in the morning, 7 a.m., pretty much everybody is in the low 70s, around 73 in Fort Wayne, 73 in Bluffton, 75 in Huntington. We warm up into the afternoon into the low 90s. One or two places might get up to 93, 94 degrees. I think Fort Wayne, we're going to be a little bit closer to that 90-degree mark. And there might also be one or two locations that only gets into the upper 80s. But honestly, it's not going to make a huge difference thanks to the humidity out there. And then we warm up back into the low 90s across the area on Tuesday. But when you add in that humidity, it's very, very muggy. That drives up that heat index. That feels like temperature for Monday and Tuesday. Both days are expected to be in the lower 100s. So like I said, that's the level that things start to become a little bit dangerous. It starts to become impactful. So keep in mind the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion, because it's really easy to overheat if you're spending a long period of time outside. If you're feeling faint or dizzy, if you're sweating a lot, if you're feeling like your skin is kind of clammy, if somebody looks like they're pale, if you're experiencing a rapid, weak heart pulse, and you start experiencing muscle cramps. These are all signs of heat exhaustion, as well as nausea and vomiting. This means that you need to go inside, you need to drink water, you need to cool off and take a break from the heat. And honestly, the best and safest thing to do during these hot couple of days is to just stay inside during those peak heating hours in between about 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. But the good news is the heat's relatively short-lived. We're going from warmer than average to cooler than average. And by the end of the week, we're talking high temperatures in the low 70s. But that cooling trend is going to come with some rain chances. So let's talk about that over the next couple of days. First alert future track showing a few rain showers overnight into the morning. Once we get to the afternoon, we might see some of the heat and humidity cause some of these showers to pop up. And if they pop up at an opportune time, that might keep the temperature down just a little bit. Tuesday, I expect mostly clear conditions, not a lot of rain. But then Wednesday, a larger scale weather system starts to pass through, bringing us some rain showers and thunderstorms into Thursday. But that cooler weather is coming along with it. So your first alert 70 forecast, here's what it's showing. We've got 92 for that high on Tuesday, 85 on Wednesday, and then we've got upper 70s Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The mugginess is going to leave the area too, so it is going to feel very nice into next weekend. And right now, it looks like next weekend going to be dry.
Yeah, we're